You can't turn a blind eye to what's happening. It's very important that our players are on the ground with us and that we're able to touch them. And Dion makes sure that we're able to touch him. He is all over the place.
Dion's involvement in the east side of Buffalo is critically important. Historically, this has been a challenging neighborhood.
You know, not many football players take the time, effort. Dion has surpassed anybody that's ever been.
He's involved with our Christmas events at Northland Workforce Training Center, where we provide hats, gloves for over 500 kids. Our Food Truck Thursdays events, where we give backpacks and back-to-school supplies. But not only that, he also is involved with Dion's Dreamers.
Him and his Dion's Dreamers, they host their 716 Community Day. That is an amazing, amazing event that sees well over 1,000 people.
Dion comes down, you know, he'll bring 500 turkeys down to distribute to a community along with our youth.
Even though he's still doing his own thing as an NFL player, he can still come back to the community and help everybody out.
Dion has chosen to make himself available to the very segments of our population and community who need him actually the most, but who are the most underserved.
My son was shot and injured in the 514 massacre, but my son survived, right? Other families weren't so lucky. Grocery store was closed, the community was traumatized, and Dion Dawkins was right there hanging out with us on Jefferson.
He's been tremendously helpful in our response to 514 when it happened. You know, we got food, services, and supplies out to the community that was hurting.
Dion dedicating his time to the community, I've been very impressed with the way that he's willing to directly engage with members of our community. And that seems like, well, yeah, of course he would, but that's not the case for a lot of athletes.
He feels like a shield in the community. We have somebody speaking, somebody to protect the community, so Buffalo really get recognized.
When Dion visits our building, Dion takes the time and shares some of the stories that greatly impacted him in his decision-making and how he never gave up and how a bad choice doesn't set you back permanently.
He sees a young man whose shoes are untied. He gets on his knees and he ties the young man's shoes, but more importantly, he shows the young man how to tie his shoe.
Whenever he leaves out, first question I'm asked is, when is he coming back?
And that's what it is for me. We all love the Bills, right? It's Go Bills and Bills Mafia all day. But in the words of Dion, you already know, right?
He is highly engaged in our community. He cares. He gives back not only with his money, but with his platform.
An entertainer, a charisma like you wouldn't believe.
He comes to programs without any media presence.
Because he is that man of the year.
He's out here helping them. And so, yeah, he should win. Of course he should win.
Please welcome a giant on and off the field, our 2026 Pop Warner Humanitarian Award winner, Dion Dawkins.
Oh, man. Hello, everybody. So I never know what I'm going to say when I get on the stage, so I just let it come, and then what comes is what you guys get. You know, that's how I try to stay as pure and as calm and as unnervous, and so stay with me, okay? So, one, I want to say thank you. This is amazing. I started my football career with playing Pop Warner, and to be up here and to receive this is a dream come true. This is honestly really cool. You know, offensive linemen don't really receive too many awards. The quarterbacks do, the receivers do. So to be able to get something, it means the world. But I guess where it's taking me to say is, for everybody that's looking at me, just understand that I'm an offensive lineman, right? I'm an offensive lineman. I'm not a receiver. I'm not a quarterback. I'm not a running back. In the world that I live in, you know, the glorified positions are the receivers, the quarterbacks, the skinny guys is what I call them. And to be able to show your personality and to have an impact for being an offensive tackle is a beautiful thing. And I've learned that I have to show my personality to give the people that might not get that shine, the shine that they deserve. Our world is filled with a lot of different people. We all look different. There's bigger guys, there's smaller guys, there's people in all different areas in sports, and I just chose to use my platform and for the person that I am to show that offensive linemen are just as cool as the skinnies, all right? So. In my Pop Warner career, which I was just talking to the legend Reed like over there, I actually quit my first Pop Warner team, and when I'm sitting there, I was like, wow, like Pop Warner has definitely taught me more than I actually realized that they were teaching me until now, right? Like, in my Pop Warner team, like going through the program, I was bigger. Like, it doesn't mean that I was just this big kid, like I was just bigger than the rest, and my weight added up. Like I was still thin, but I just weighed a lot, right? So with the weight limits, you can only play with the weight limits. So like you can't be like a 300-pound kid playing with 120-pound kids. It's just not right. So I was a bigger kid, and I didn't want to make the right decisions to stay at the right weight limit. So I quit. I was like, well, I'm just getting bigger. I'm a quit. And myself and with the people that I had, they leaned on me, which was my parents, my brothers, my sister, my mom, my dad, and my cousins. They leaned on me and they were like, Dion, like you're making a selfish choice of just choosing to quit, right? Just to quit. And I was like I didn't understand, right? I didn't understand, like, I'm big, let me just wait. I'll just wait till I get to high school and I'll just play where there's no weight limit. I could just be the biggest kid and just be me. But what Pop Warner taught me at that age and what it's taught me now is you have to learn how to fight. You have to learn how to make decisions. You have to learn how to live with discipline. You have to learn how to go for what you want and to be there for your teammates. Like, even though I chose to quit, I was also quitting on my teammates, not just on myself. So I made some of my best friends like upset because I wasn't at practice, and I didn't even like realize that and that they cared, but they did. So Pop Warner has taught me how to be a man at a young age. It's taught me how to be a better athlete at a young age, and it taught me discipline at a young age, with which I still use to today. And throughout the course of my career, the discipline has shown me that you are who you are. You are who you say you are, and the most realistic thing is you are and what you do. And the person that I choose to be on a daily basis is as peaceful and as lovable as I can for my fiance and for my kids. And what am I trying to say, Dion? I am trying to say people will remember you as an athlete, they'll remember you as the person, but they will always remember how you made them feel, right? And feelings are real. Feelings matter, feelings drive a player, feelings drive character, feelings drive the athlete, feelings drive chemists and people that are in the lab, right? Be yourself, be true to like who you are, and make people feel good along in your journey. You know, people will remember the smile and that you leave them with. They will remember the laugh and that you gave them. And they also will remember the bad feelings and that you give them, just as much as the good. So I just choose to leave people with good over bad, and I live my life with being me, right? I'm Shno, I'm Dion, and I am a left tackle that's gonna be cooler than the skinnies, right? So I appreciate you all, and thank you. Yeah.
One more time for Dion Dawkins, our Humanitarian honoree.